What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Up Next. I'm gonna come back with another video. Hey man, say man, look. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. You already know what time it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? We love to react to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Let's get straight into it. Let's go, man.
I want to be penetrated.
What's good, everybody?
What the hell is going on?
O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk Thema. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has been going viral for all the wrong reasons. She's supposed to be a psychologist / life coach, but everything about her right now has nothing to do with psychology or life coaching. Remember, she just went viral for exposing Offset.
Offset came in my DMs.
But now she's going viral for something else. And what is that? Rewind! Content creators that are tied to certain industries that involve consultations or sales tend to do the most. Think about dating coaches on YouTube. They also make money as content creators, but they have to oversell themselves so that you book their consultations or buy their ridiculous courses. And Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is no different. She's not on here trying to make this little dusty AdSense money like me. Nope, Cheyenne Bryant is trying to sell her merchandise and trying to sell consultations and come on to big podcasts and get money that way. That is the better use of her time. And if you're in the black community, just giving out sound advice won't get you any money. You have to be charismatic and silly. And this is what Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is. She indeed is silly. She's a walking hypocrite with people polarized by her on either side. You have some people who support Cheyenne Bryant.
But she's basically questioning why Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is 41 years old and single. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is the one who interviewed Cam Newton and Nick Cannon. So in her video, she's basically saying she can't keep a man and she's been engaged 4 times and none of those ended in marriage. So why are we listening to her? It's a lot of things that I could say about that video, but my main takeaway is if we can all acknowledge, because she said this in her video, so she acknowledges the fact that the observations that Dr. Bryant made were very spot on, and she had some very wise things to say. So if we can all agree that she clearly gives good advice, then why does her relationship status matter? Like, clearly her being...
This the type of shit that make me lose brain cells. Shawty said, if she give good advice, and it makes sense, why does the results matter? What the fuck am I coming to you about advice for if you ain't even duplicating it in your life? The fuck are we talking about here? This the type of shit that made me want to end the video early, bro.
Being single has not stopped her from being able to have common sense and give good advice. Some could argue that her being single is part of why she's able to give such good advice.
This bitch is dumb. I could tell she dumb. This just, you ain't even being yourself. Fake eyelashes, fake hair, makeup.
Especially if she's been engaged 4 times. Clearly the answer is not that she can't get a man. That can't be it. Obviously she can get one.
Nigga, anybody can get $1. But can you keep the $1? Can you reinvest the $1? Nigga, that's all that matters. If you're trying to get rich, anybody can get $1. So when you get married, it's all about anybody can get a man, but can you keep the man?
And as smart as she is, if she is no longer in those relationships, then wouldn't it stand to reason that she learned something from those relationships and that knowledge...
This bitch is
all they talk of interviews, they both ask the same question. Like, why are you single? You're an attractive, educated woman. Why are you single? And all she did was deflect. Find a way to take it off of me. There was some accountability. I'm not going to lie that she took accountability in some way, but there was a lot of deflection. Cam asked her straight out, why? You're 41. I believe she said she's been engaged 4 times. She called them off. She's been single for 2 years, which is, okay, cool. But the answer is, why are you not, like, it's been 41 years. Why haven't you been able to find the right person? And her go-to answer was, well, I don't believe in rushing and rushing to the altar to be divorced. Like you said this, you spit the same thing that you told Cam not to spit. Like that doesn't make sense. And
you can't keep a relationship yourself.
Tell me why you keep cutting them off.
The first one I cut off because although my father was a street dude who made a lot of money in the streets, and so I was always well spoiled financially, he didn't raise me to look for a man for money.
Yes.
Right? Street term. He didn't raise me to be a gold digger.
Yeah.
He raised me to find a man of good character, to find a man who looked, smelled nothing like him. Right? And so I found a man of good character who was faithful, who was loving, the boy next door. He was an athlete. He just was a good man.
Yes.
But he had no work ethic. And so as I'm in this relationship trying to navigate, I would call my father constantly and say, although I'm not denying him of my body, right? Although I'm trying my best to still show up in my best form, it's causing an internal struggle because I'm winning the bread and yet he's domesticated. He's domesticated, but this is not the role that feels natural for me.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And my father kept saying, but he's a good man, baby. He's a good man. This man is faithful. This man is loving. But this is coming from a father who was a great father, Pastor Bryant, but a womanizer.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying?
In that last clip, you did hear the emphasis on the word domesticated.
He's domesticated.
She likes to domesticate men. Now, her father was a womanizer and drug dealer and tried to do his level best to introduce her to men unlike him. But Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is trying to domesticate men. And once she achieves that domestication, she's unhappy with those guys. Aww. But then at the same time, this is a person trying to give relationship advice to others. Now, let me say this. Is that possible that you could not live an experience and give somebody else the good advice?
No, bro. No, you can't. You can't, bro.
Best advice? Yes. It's true that you could give the advice somewhat. For an example, I'm a YouTuber. Now, if you were trying to create content on TikTok, I'm not very well versed on TikTok. But as a content creator, I could somehow help you with some creative ideology on what might work on TikTok, being that I'm in the business in general. So I could help you a little bit, but I wouldn't be able to help you as somebody who runs the platform or who is on the platform every day. I would not be expert level at that. So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, she could probably give you some sound advice because she's not experiencing the situation with others, so she would have a non-biased view to that point. But to go greater into detail as to what makes relationships work, as far as marriages, she is not able to do that because she has not lived that experience. So it'll be very difficult for her.
That's the bottom line, bro. That's the bottom line.
To do so. And if we really want to know why Dr. Cheyenne Bryant can't keep a man, well, she is going to tell us what she's currently doing with her cheeks.
I haven't had sex in a year, and it's not because I chose to be celibate. Hold on, Jason. This is not a choice. I'm being transparent right now. Okay. It just happened like this because I'm not into casual sex. So I'm putting it out there. This is not I chose to be celibate, and I want to do it. I'm being honest. Like, I'm 42. My libido every day, all day is like... So I said to him, well, what if we be companions and do the do and get into this thing and let this take its form?
Meaning sexual partners.
Can you take it down? Yeah. Like, I want it. I'm attracted to him.
So this is a conversation
He covers me. This man spoils me. He loves me. He wants to marry me. I have passwords to his cell phones, access to his home, keys to his house. What do you mean?
That's toxic, and toxic.
That is my love language. So he's speaking my love language is access, transparency, and so...
No. You can't... Wait, you talking a lot. You saying a lot we're going to have to go over.
Go ahead.
Access to my phone, access to my house, access to my passwords is not a love language.
Me having your password, you having my password, doesn't mean we're looking for something in there. That means that you have full access, transparency to me and me to you. This is my thing. Why would a woman allow someone to penetrate their body, but I can't penetrate full access and transparency to you?
Dr. Bryant, Dr. Cheyenne from L.
Hell no, you can't penetrate full access to me, nigga. Ain't nothing going in me, first off. And second of all, no. The fuck? This is why you single right there, because you want to penetrate other men.
LA, they are going to drag you for filth.
I want to be penetrated.
Oh yeah, that's Dr. Cheyenne Bryant saying that they have switched passcodes on the phone. I think he even has access to her apartment. I'm not sure. And she has access to the guy's house. But guess what? When it comes to clapping cheeks, what the clapping sounds? She says this. Rewind! Now, wait a minute. Let's go back to what she said previously. She's domesticated all the men that she's dealt with. All 4 of the relationships that she had that are engagements. And all of them she was unhappy with because they were good men. Now there's a guy that she's dealing with right now that she's holding out on giving up the cheeks. She's saying that she wants to be penetrated. They're even sharing phone passwords and she has access to his house, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have access to his house, which means what? Jeopardy music! This will be guy number 5 because she's domesticated this guy too. You see, the reality with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is this. Cheyenne Bryant is a control freak and a narcissist, and the only kind of man that she can deal with is one that will allow her to do just that. But the issue is she doesn't respect men who follow her lead. So she would need a man who could put her in her place, but then again, those guys are not interested in Cheyenne Bryant. Now, she is good looking, but she's a problem to deal with, and the only kind of men that will deal with her are guys who are beta male simps. She runs her mouth, she talks about things she doesn't know, she's making mistakes, and she's not to be taken seriously. And it was so bad that even some of the ladies on the podcast that watched this clip on its own site also weighed in on it. Look at this person, real sim. I don't necessarily believe everything she says, but it be sounding good. Cloth Talk verse. She just told us come get me. Now she wants and has his codes and not smashing. This is made up. I'm convinced now. It's disrespectful to the guy actually. Shout out to that brother, because you're telling other guys you want to be penetrated, but you're living with a guy and you're looking like you're for the streets. Oh girl, this is where she contradicts herself, but I digress. Yes, she is. Asian says this, she be giving advice and don't have a stable relationship herself.
Yeah, that's the end of this video, y'all. Next video.